Hello everyone, this is Ashutosh. I am currently doing PhD in physics under the supervision of Dr. Sabyasachi Ghosh from physics department. So in this short presentation, I will talk about our recent research. So this will be the outlines of my talk. I will first introduce the basic concepts of particle physics and nuclear physics. Then I will go into the concept of quark-gluon plasma, which is basically my research topic. Then we'll move on to our results, our new result. Okay, so as we know from our high school days that atom is actually basically made up of nucleus and electrons. So nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons, and protons and neutrons are not elementary. There are even more elementary particles inside protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are made up of quarks and gluons, and these quarks are attracted, are glued by the gluons. The gluon glue the quarks. So there are 6 kind of quarks basically, and the protons and neutrons are made up of U and D kind of quarks. This is up quark and down. So then we should ask ourselves that let's say that protons and neutrons are made up of quarks and gluons. These are theoretical things. So how should we actually prove that they are made up of quarks and gluons? Okay. Then for that we have to break the protons and neutrons. And to break the protons and neutrons, we have to bombard them or collide them with high energies. And this is popularly called as the little bang, in which we have to accelerate 2 heavy nuclei with very high speed. So with the speed of light, and then we have to let them collide. So when we collide them, these are protons and neutrons, and here we let them collide. And after the collision, a medium will be formed where the quarks and gluons will come out. Will come out of the protons and neutrons, and we'll have a medium which is called quark-gluon plasma. And the medium will, the temperature of the medium will be very high. It is very hot. It will be of the order of 10 power 12 Kelvin, which is around 10 power 6 times the temperature of the core of the sun. And this is being performed in the Switzerland, in the Large Hadron Collider. If you can see, this whole ring is called the Large Hadron Collider. Its circumference is about 27 kilometers, where we have to send 2 nuclear beams, high energetic nuclear beams, and we can let them collide somewhere here, and we can make quark-gluon plasma. Okay. And so let's come to bit of this is bit of technical. So these are 2 layered nuclei, and if we collide them head on, by head on I mean that the center of the 2 nuclei should lie on a common line. So then the quark-gluon plasma will be formed. These are the emitted particles. Finally, the plasma will expand, and the quarks and gluons will become hadrons, and the particles will be emitted. So in this stage, we model the quark-gluon plasma by a fluid dynamical description. They behave hydrodynamically. So this picture has been taken from physics world. Okay. So this is a representation of off-central heavy ion collision, off-central or non-central, in which the center of the 2 nuclei does not lie on a common line. So in that case, people have been checked experimentally that there are some experimental signatures called spin polarization, from which we can think that because of the angular momentum present in the system, the total, the medium formed here will try to rotate. So in the previous slide, this system does not rotate. But in the in the next picture that I have shown you, so here this system, because of the presence of angular momentum, will start rotating, and there will be exotic effects like spin polarizations and all. So in the next slide, so yeah. So here you can see that simplistically we model our system by a non-relativistic globally rotating system of quark-gluon plasma, and we calculated, since it is a fluid, so the fluid is basically described by its transport properties. So we calculated the electrical conductivity here and the shear viscosity. You can see the expressions. These are new in presence of rotation. These we have communicated in physical review C. Yeah. So at last I would like to thank the IIT Bhilai team for giving me this opportunity for this presentation of my research work. So I should share that when I joined PhD, just after joining my PhD, so I meet Dr. Sabyasachi Ghosh. Actually, he gave me this idea, and I get motivated because our universe also in its baby stage. After the Big Bang, the universe just after the Big Bang, in its baby stage, the system was actually quark-gluon plasma. So it was very hot and dense, and the medium actually people have guessed that it has to be quark-gluon plasma, and my research is also based on that. And finally, we actually we showed that in non-central heavy ion collision, so there has to be angular momentum conservation, and the system is rotating. And people have found, the experimentalists have found that the hadron spin have been polarized. They have measured it. So sir gave me this problem that let's find out that let's explain by a theoretical model that how can we explain the spin polarization. So then we worked on this project, and that's it. And our future plan is to extend this model into the realm of relativity. Till now, this is a non-relativistic model. So, and finally, I should acknowledge all my colleagues, my friends, and of course my supervisor and whole physics department, all the faculties of physics department. Thank you.